Layla Diggs actually was training with Jada Parker a couple of days ago, appeared to have looked at her the wrong way, and Jada wanted to meet her in the ring here tonight. It looks like Jada Parker, that chip on her shoulder continues to grow.
Well, yeah, you can say that one way, but yeah, if you look at her with a side eye, you're going to expect to get one back. Booker T very high, though, on Jada Parker for everything that Booker and I have seen Tuesday nights on NXT.
Jada Parker strictly about business, looking to take care of business here tonight. And Vic, you saw it front and center. How physical was that street fight with Michin a couple of weeks back? You're in the cover.
But you think about just some of the action that took place. Remember Michin diving through the ropes and then going teeth first off a solid steel chair. I mean, these two were swinging for the fences all night long, and that shows you the toughness of both superstars. And also, it really shows you how far Jada Parker has come in a very short amount of time, taking on someone the caliber of Michin.
And now Layla Diggs looking to get back in control here. We talk about Layla Diggs looking to gain that confidence. Is going toe-to-toe with Jada Parker a way to get through her fears?
Well, yeah, because it's a tough test, right? And the one thing you want to do if you're a competitor, and we have competitors from all walks of life in NXT, right? You think about all the NIL athletes that have come into NXT, from a Kalani Jordan to an Oba Femi. I know you're going to touch on that in just a moment, but these are competitors that want to compete against the best. They want to get in there against the best and test themselves, whether it's on Level Up, whether it's on NXT, or whether it's on an NXT live event in a city near you.
Oh, and you see Layla Diggs right there showing off that athleticism, trying to stay one step ahead of Miss Parker. Oh, standing moonsault into the cover. Hooks the outside leg. As Jada taken right over, and Miss Parker, as we said, Vic, always about business.
Well, also, we talk about the competitive fire and wanting to compete against the best. Jada Parker is not going to be a stepping stone for anyone.
And Layla Diggs in position, and bam! There's the teardrop. Is that showing any sort of insecurity in Jada Parker?
Wait a minute.
Oh, jackknife cover. Shoulders are down. Oh, and Jada bridges right out. And Jada now, oh, tries to come back the other way. Layla Diggs looking for her first ever win.
Well, that would have been a massive upset.
Right on the doorstep. You see some frustration coming out in Layla. Innovative cover right here. And Jada now back on her heels a bit. Oh.
That'll stop anyone in their tracks. Oh, my.
And Parker hooks that outside leg. And again, trying to stay out of the way of Jada Parker here is Layla Diggs.
I just can't get over how the body was contorted and how Layla didn't submit, how she didn't tap out to Jada Parker and is back on her feet.
Jada Parker trying to teach Layla Diggs a lesson here. Layla looking to find some confidence, looking for that first career win. And we've seen several times throughout Uriah Connor's young career, finding those openings to really shift gears, and he's taking full advantage right here against Dion Lennox. And of course, Uriah Connors, we saw in that tag team matchup a couple of weeks ago against Hank and Tank. Here's a cover. Shoulders are down. Oof. Only gets two. And again, Hank and Tank coming away with the victory there. But in that matchup, how much was Connors trying to take advantage of Dion Lennox?
Well, you kind of already explained that this is something that Connors has been trying to do. Exploit, I think, was the word that you used over and over again. Connors has decided his path is not going to be a nice guy. Nice guys finish last, so to speak. He's out there to prove that tonight. He's also out there, I think, to prove a point, much like all the superstars we're going to see tonight on Level Up, that they should be part or be in consideration for an event like the Great American Bash, which begins this Tuesday, a two-week event, two-week TV special on Sci-Fi.
Indeed, certainly looking to push to get in a position like that as Uriah Connors and Dion Lennox for that matter. Dion Lennox, of course, broke onto the scene in the 2023 Men's Breakout Tournament, and he's looking to have another breakout moment right here. But Uriah Connors found an opening.
Shoots the half.
And Uriah with the shoulders down. Oh, right on the cusp. And you have to wonder, Vic, again, as a fourth-generation superstar, why would a superstar like Connors assume the road of shortcuts?
I go back to what I originally said about Connors, is he comes into the locker room thinking in his own mind that he should, I don't necessarily want to say have the red carpet out, but there should be a little bit more given to him, handed to him. He shouldn't have to work as hard for someone who has never been in this business, who didn't grow up in this business, much like Lennox.
Now, is that a level of delusion on Connors' part?
I guess you're going to have to ask him that. I don't necessarily know.
As Uriah, once again, going to take advantage here, but Dion Lennox, with each strike right now. Oh! faced a lot of adversity as a 4-year starter as a linebacker for Oregon State. But up and down goes Uriah, and Dion Lennox, all sorts of fired up. Lennox has always been on a mission to do the right thing, be a genuine good person in and outside the ring.
Hey!
As Uriah, look at his foot there on that middle rope. And Connors now, looks like he's trying to avoid some contact.
He's trying to create a little separation, trying to get his breath back, trying to maybe refocus in certain ways.
Lennox looking to bring him from the outside back in. Oh, and Uriah trying to steal one here. Oh, his hands on that bottom rope.
Great job by our officials.
Right on top of the action. Lennox reverses course.
Got him.
And Dion gets some comeuppance.
Here is your winner, Dion Lennox!
Dante Chen is also a man of not many words, but he is a man of action, and he does study every superstar he's going to step into the ring with. He finds that weakness. He finds any part of the body that he can exploit, and that's what he's getting into right now with Cutler James.
Indeed, a veteran here in NXT, and Dante had an opportunity to speak with him as well, and he's very excited about this matchup, his return to Level Up, and he certainly wanted to have an opportunity to see all of the new talent right now coming into Level Up and wanted to be that proverbial gatekeeper and really give him that test.
Oh, swing and a miss.
Oh!
Chen picking up steam.
Oh! As Dante right in the outstretched arms of Cutler James. And Cutler right now looking to do it for the neighborhood. Looking for the big win. Oh, the Creeds
Specifically, Julius.
certainly turning some heads recently on Monday Night Raw. Big change of attitude since they joined up with Chad Gable.
I don't want to be Chad Gable either right now. I'm trying to put down.
Indeed, as right now Cutler James looking to stay in this one. Cutler,
Uh-oh.
oh! That size and strength, belly to back suplex. Hooks the outside leg, upset could be on its way. And Dante hangs on,
Doing
but
it
look at
again.
Cutler going right back to the well.
You know, Cutler James is getting his feet wet, right? He's had a few matches here on Level Up. He's in there with the gatekeepers you've talked about. It's also a lot like we talked about with Jada Parker earlier tonight, who is victorious.
Here
You've
goes
got to be
Cutler
on
in
Level
the cover,
Up
hooks the outside leg.
and gain some victories, get some momentum to make an impact Tuesday nights on NXT.
We talked about Cutler being that Duke heavyweight there, was unranked in the ACC in the beginning, went all the way to a national contender. Is that the type of path that could yield some success here in NXT?
I think it certainly is a blueprint, right? He knows how to get it done. He knows how to be the guy that no one's talking about to, I don't necessarily want to say sneak around, but he's able to find his way to the top, and it's through hard work, it's through determination, and through lariats like that.
With that injured left arm, able to take down Dante Chen. Now Cutler James, oh! Taking a bit too much time right there.
Whoa, whoa,
Dante
whoa,
finds an
whoa.
opening, rolls him up. And right on the cusp, but these two have been going back and forth all match long. Very competitive main event here on Level Up. As Cutler James in a pinning position once again. As Dante, using that precision, that passion, and perseverance, the 3 Ps that he lives by.
Oh,
Oh, look at that strike combination here. As Cutler. Oh! Taken right down by Dante Chen, but Cutler James right back to his feet here, Vic.
well, James is back to his feet for a moment, and it looks like he's going right back down.
That inverted atomic drop, and Dante Chen trying to take full advantage here. Oh!
Look at the strength.
He did some homework here, Vic. Oh! As Dante might be shell-shocked. Hooks the outside leg. Cutler James on the cusp.